As autumn begins to transform the landscape around the cabin, and I watch the trees begin to undress, losing leaf after leaf with the wind that takes them to their resting place upon the forest floor, I am reminded again of the importance of letting go. This fall marks a year for me of the start of one of the most challenging years of my life. Of coming undone, unraveling to the barest form of myself, but in turn and in time blooming into the most true version of myself I've ever felt in all my life. As I have navigated the unexpected twists and turns that this year has thrown at me, I have been sitting with this idea of letting go and what that truly means for me. And what I have come to understand is that letting go is a never-ending process. It is something cyclical, coming in seasons, ebbing and flowing throughout our entire life. We are constantly in a state of letting go. Letting go of time, of each passing moment. Letting go of relationships, opportunities, experiences that have come and gone, and with this acknowledgement certainly comes with a grief of its own. Knowing that things don't last forever, that with each passing moment comes with a longing for it to never end, and perhaps a longing to experience something more than what's possible at the time. But it also comes with a liberation and a freedom that what we get to experience is truly unique to each and every one of us. That time passing and things ending in our lives is a universal experience, and it reminds us to look to the here and now of each and every moment. It begs the question of how can I seize this moment and be as present as I can? If all I have is today, then how can I love myself better? If all I have is today, how can I tell the ones that I love that they mean so much to me and are such an important part of my life? If all I have is today, then what can I be grateful for in this very moment? If all I have is today, then how can I show up with kindness and grace, compassion and empathy to those I might encounter and those who might encounter me? If all I have is today, then how can I find the light? And how can I be the light in this here and now? I think what's helped me the most in this recent journey of healing, growing, and learning is that letting go is a process. It is not something that is one and done. Like once you've let go of something, it's gone forever. No, it is something that will absolutely make its way back in one way or another. And of course, it may begin to fade with time, but memories and feelings will flood back in varying degrees. And what I find helpful about this is that I know that I am not failing at letting go or moving on when this happens. It's actually coming to the realization and acceptance that I can shift my perspective and understanding of the things that I am letting go of. And when emotions and memories arise from time to time, I can greet them with grace and love and compassion. I can feel them in their entirety and hold space for them, and when I feel ready, send them on their way again and continue to move on with my life, focusing on what is with me in the present and holding on to the hope of the future. A couple months ago, I wrote this little journal entry grappling with these ideas, and it was a really healing image for me and one that I continue to come back to. I want to share it with you to close out this video and hope it offers some sort of peace and encouragement to you in whatever you are experiencing in your life right now. It goes like this. The rain reminds me that it's okay to cry sometimes, to let out the grief, the sorrow, the deepest sadness from within my heart through my eyes and into my hands that hold them with such tenderness, with a learned gentleness, honoring them by letting them just be held in time and space for a little while until the sun rays that shine down dry them up, and these soft, shaking hands hold light, untamable, unimaginable light, lightness of heart, lightness of being, lightness created from healing. So let us embrace autumn and all it has to teach us. Let us be like the trees, letting the things that no longer serve us fall away like leaves, baring our heart and souls to the world, learning to be vulnerable and turning inward so that come spring we might bloom and grow deeper and more beautiful than before.